Ever feel like you're just spinning your wheels?
Yeah.
Hitting that wall, that plateau, not just in martial arts, but anything you're trying to learn.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We've all been there.
Well, buckle up, because this deep dive is all about the martial art of not giving up. And I think it's going to resonate way beyond the dojo.
I think so, too.
We got some killer quotes from Hatsumi Sensei himself, plus some sharp analysis to help unpack it all.
Awesome.
So we're on a mission here, right? To figure out how those moments of stuckness, those frustrating plateaus, might actually be the secret sauce to leveling up.
And maybe even more importantly, how to resist that urge to just jump ship when things get tough.
Right. It's so tempting to just be like, see ya, I'm out of here.
Totally.
I love how Hatsumi Sensei kicks things off with this super vivid image of a snake shedding its skin.
Yeah, such a powerful metaphor.
It's not always pretty, right? I mean, imagine being that snake.
Yeah, it's definitely not glamorous.
But it's got to happen if that snake wants to keep growing.
Exactly. And that whole process, that struggle, it ties directly into one of the core principles of Hatsumi Sensei's teachings, embracing discomfort.
Ooh, I like that. Embracing discomfort. Sounds like a good band name.
It does, doesn't it? But yeah, he actually talks a lot about the importance of suffering in the training process.
Okay, hold on. Suffering. Let's not get too intense here.
No, not like, masochistic suffering, more like understanding that challenge. And even, yes, some discomfort is part of the deal if you want to break through those limitations.
Gotcha.
Think about the Bujinkan, the martial art he founded. It's all about adapting on the fly, working with unpredictable movements, like constantly being thrown curveballs.
I can see how that would be uncomfortable.
Right, and it's through that discomfort that you build real adaptability, real resilience. Those qualities that help you not just in martial arts, but in life.
So it's not just about, like, pushing through the physical pain, but also the mental and emotional challenges.
You got it. You have to shed old habits, old ways of thinking to make real progress. It's like that snake, right? It has to push through that tight, constricting layer to emerge stronger.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
This whole idea of shedding old habits, it makes me think about when I first started learning guitar. My fingers were killing me, the chords sounded terrible, and man, I was so close to chucking that guitar out the window.
I bet we've all been there.
Have you ever felt that pull, that temptation to try a different martial art? When your current training gets tough, like the grass is always greener.
Oh, all the time. And you know what? Hatsumi Sensei even talks about this. He says how other martial arts can suddenly look super appealing when you're grinding away in your own style.
Like a shiny new toy.
Exactly. But he's really clear that a lot of times that's just a distraction, a way of avoiding the work.
I can see that. It's our brains being sneaky, right? Saying,
Right.
hey, there's an easier way over there.
Yeah, but easier doesn't always mean better.
And that's where that powerful quote from Hatsumi Sensei comes in.
Right.
Right? About not giving up. He says, the martial way is about not giving up. And therein lies the secret.
It's such a simple statement, but there's so much depth to it.
Totally. It's not about blindly pushing through. It's about recognizing that those moments of struggle, those plateaus, that's where the real magic happens. That's where we actually learn and grow.
100%.
So, okay, help me out here. How do we know the difference between pushing through a plateau and just banging our heads against a wall? How do we know when to stick with it and when to reevaluate?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And I think it comes down to like real honesty with yourself, self-awareness. Are you running from discomfort? Or are you leaning into it, seeing it as fuel for growth?
I like that. Fuel for growth.
Yeah. And are you truly committed to the path you're on? Hatsumi Sensei talks about training with wholeheartedness.
What does that mean, wholeheartedness?
Not just showing up physically, but bringing your full focus, your intention to every practice, even when it's kicking your butt.
I get it. Be present. But isn't there, like, a danger in glorifying the struggle? What about burnout?
Oh, absolutely. It's a delicate balance. And this is where Hatsumi Sensei's wisdom about nature comes in. He says, nature is made up of moment-to-moment changes. It is very important not to lose one's way in those momentary changes.
Whoa, that's deep. Break that down for me.
It's about staying connected to the bigger picture, your long-term goals,
Mhm.
but also being present in each step of the journey.
So like riding the waves, right? The ups and downs,
Yeah.
knowing that both are part of the process.
Yeah. And there are things we can do to navigate those waves, like visualization. Imagine yourself moving through that challenge, mastering that tough technique, reaching your goal,
That's a good one.
and breaking down big goals into smaller milestones can be super helpful too.
And don't forget, finding your tribe, surrounding yourself with people who get it, who can support you and offer guidance.
Couldn't agree more. A good teacher, a mentor, they can help you see the difference between a temporary roadblock and a this isn't for me situation.
You know, it seems like what Hatsumi Sensei is really getting at is that the true martial art isn't just about the physical stuff. It's about the mental and emotional strength we build through training.
Exactly. It's about becoming more resilient, adaptable, cultivating that deep sense of perseverance and wholehearted commitment.
Qualities we can use everywhere, not just on the mat.
Right. In any area of life.
So next time you're feeling stuck, remember that frustration could be a sign that you're actually on the right path, that you're pushing yourself to grow.
And here's something to think about. What's one thing in your life where you're feeling stuck right now? How can you use these principles, this martial art of not giving up, to break through to that next level?